Trina meets Stella at the cafe for breakfast. She tells her aunt how she's been selling many pieces at the gallery. Stella is glad her art appreciation has returned, but it's time for her to return to school. Stella can see she is stalling and thinks she's afraid of taking the next step. She advises that Spencer wouldn't want her to put her life on hold forever, and it's time for her to reach for her dreams again. Stella knows that Spencer died, but Trina didn't, and she still has her life ahead of her. Stella reminds her that she used to talk about wanting to be a professor of art or a museum curator, which would require degrees. Trina admits going back to school feels scary. Stella understands but suggests she do it for her future self and the option school today will give her tomorrow. Trina knows she's right, and Stella suggests they go to PCU and get her registered for the fall. Trina replies, "Let's do it. Let's get unstuck." At the Quartermain mansion, Nina meets with Sasha in the kitchen about catering a fundraiser for Drew. Sasha is flattered, but says Tracy has been harping on her lately, and she needs to keep her head down. Nina reminds her that Drew is a Quartermain, and she wants this fundraiser to be amazing. Sasha thinks Nina is taken with Drew, and Nina admits Drew has surprised her. Nina suggests if Tracy has an issue with her doing this, then Tracy can take it up with Drew. Sasha notes she and Drew have come far. Nina admits they have, but not far enough. Outside the boathouse, Willow is doing yoga when a wet Drew emerges fresh from a swim. Willow gets slightly off balance and almost falls over, so Drew swoops in to catch her. She quickly pulls away, and after some small talk, Willow says she should get going and can't run away from him fast enough. Back in the kitchen, Sasha asks if Nina and Drew have been taking time out of their busy schedules to spend time together, but Nina says they haven't. Sasha can see how dedicated she is to helping Drew. Nana admits they could pick things back up after he wins. Suddenly, Willow appears on the porch and appears to have overheard them talking. Willow finally steps into the kitchen, saying she smells Sasha's famous scones. Nina notes that she misses working with her daughter, and Sasha offers to get Willow some tea and steps away to get some. Willow asks what brings Nina by, and she explains she is planning a fundraiser for Drew and asked Sasha to cater. She needs to speak to Drew, and Willow says he was just down at the boathouse. Nina heads out to find him. Sasha returns with tea, and Willow congratulates her on the catering gig. Sasha admits she's still unsure about it, and Willow notes there is a lot of that going around. Sasha finally comes clean about the 4th of July, and that she saw her and Drew kissing. She gets the feeling what happened is weighing on her, and if she needs to talk, she's here. Willow calls it just a kiss, and they were simply caught up in a moment. A second later, she breaks down and says it happened a second time. They sit down, and Willow admits she has feelings for Drew, but she loves Michael and her life with him. Willow cries that she's trying to keep her distance from Drew, but Sasha points out they all live together, so that has to be difficult. Willow insists she's done everything she can to avoid Drew, including returning to General Hospital. She thought being away from Drew would stop these feelings, but it hasn't, and she cries that she feels so out of control. Sasha comforts her and understands how she could have feelings for Drew as he saved her life. However, if she loves Michael, she needs to keep staying away from Drew, and says they have all made mistakes. Willow thanks her for not judging her. Sasha admits she's far from perfect. Willow still doesn't know what she's to do. Nina heads to the boathouse, where Drew is drying off. Nina tells him about the fundraiser she is planning, but he cuts her off and says it's not working for him. He's starting to doubt himself, his private life is a mess, he's down 4 points, and his opponent has the whole family thing going for her. Nina tells Drew that he has Scout, but he won't use her as a prop. Nina suggests, then use me. She says she could be with him at every event on his arm, and there is no harm in letting the voters assume they are the newest power couple. He asks, "You'd do that for me?" She admits she owes him one, and he laughs, "You do." At Michael's office, Sam grills him about Christina and where she was the night John Cates died, noting they've been attached at the hip lately. Michael admits he wasn't with her, but knows she didn't kill Cates. She says he sounds sure, so does he know who did? He steers the conversation back to why she's concerned about Christina. Sam knows her mother is protecting Christina and has now framed herself for a murder she didn't commit.